Hey everyone, we're at Fall Market 2013 and I bumped into Kaffe Fassett and I said, Kaffe, can we get an interview? And he said, sure, so thank you.
You're very welcome. I mean, it's lovely to see you here.
Oh, I'll just hold that in my heart. Anyways, Kaffe has a special exhibit here and we like the same quilts the best, and I want to start with this one. Tell us about the special exhibit.
Right. Well, the exhibit is for this book I've done called Shots and Stripes. So it's all my hand-woven Indian fabrics that we're celebrating for the first time. But I thought it was just an interesting idea for Liza and I to come together, my partner in crime, to create just pools of color and wonderful stripes. So that the stripe becomes our most important theme in the book.
Well, way back in the day when Liza was on Simply Quilts, I begged off of her your cottons, and there were the stripes. I mean, I'd never seen them before, and I'm so thrilled that you can still get them today, and honestly, they're getting better and better.
It is exciting. This one is inspired by the Missoni family, and I wanted to do a tribute to them because they use that wonderful zigzag all the time in all of their work, and it was wonderful to be able to make a total celebration with the stripes acting as part of that zigzag pattern.
Well, they're doing a lot of the work. I mean, really, the stripes make it so it's just fantastic.
It's one simple diamond. It's just repeated and repeated. And of course, it's called Rosita, after Rosita Missoni, so it's a tribute to them.
I've never heard of them. I'll have to go Google.
Oh,
Can you tell me a little bit?
They are the best knitters in the world. They are the most top exquisite knitters, and I designed for them years and years ago. You know, when I first had my first thing come out in Vogue, they came to get me, and we did this amazing collection of knitwear. So that was very, very exciting.
Because I knew you when too, even though I'm not a knitter.
Yeah.
Well, let's go look inside and see what else is here, okay? Excuse me. There we go. Tell me about this particular one. It's like baskets or something, right?
This is Amish Baskets, and it's based on, you know, traditional Amish quilts. All of the quilts in the book are very traditional in their sense, and then I'm just flooding my color into it. But this was a nice use of the stripes and the solid shot cottons.
Well, I was looking at your books last night, thank you very much, and I noticed that there were templates, and I'm going, what? And so Liza's going to come in here and talk about that.
Right.
This is Liza Lucy, partner in crime, right?
Absolutely.
What's up with templates?
Well, we started our publications in England, and the law in the EU in England is that we have metric measurements if we have inches. So the problem is if you take 2 inches and you translate it to metric, the number gets weird. So by putting templates in the book, we stay within the law, but we can have neither inches or metric. We have templates. So if you see a 2-inch square template in the back of our books, I think you can figure out, measure it.
We can do that.
And cut it by rotary cutting.
Yeah.
You know, this one has zillions of half square triangles. Of course, you cut a square and bisect it. We use no tricks for our half square triangles. Each one is cut individually, and that's because color work is more important to us than speed.
Oh, I agree. I mean, you can do things, but I like to do everything one at a time to get it just right.
We do.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So we're after the color every time.
Okay, well, I see another one over there I want to go talk about, okay?
Right, yeah,
Let's
let's
go.
go.
That answers your question.
Thank you. Here's another traditional pattern. Tell us about this, and I love the mix of the stripes and the solids.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw one of those wonderful old quilts that's done that triangular thing that people do and cut it up, and then it makes these wonderful strange boxes. But what I loved was being able to keep the sashing absolutely on the surface and wonderful kind of electric colors, and then have these kind of stripes falling back.
I'll tell you what I love is that when I look at this piece, you have the, I don't even know, what's this color up here? This.
Do you have sort of Pepto-Bismol?
Yeah. It goes here, it goes here, it goes here. It is
yeah.
exquisitely laid out.
It's mint, isn't
Mint,
it?
yeah,
green.
mint, the color
green,
mint.
Yeah.
There's no mistake in that. Everything is purposely put here and there. Get a design wall, people, if you don't have one. All right, and then down here I want to take a look at another stripe. This is a really graphic piece. Tell us about how it's constructed.
Yeah. Well, the great thing here was to take my stripes, big stripes, finer stripes, and just sew them together in great strips, and then just cut those into triangles. So it's a very quick and easy one to do. And then the background is all just very neutral shot cotton, so it just lays back and lets those stripes really dance.
Oh, it's just absolutely beautiful. I want to take a look now at a quilt that has 0 stripes in it, and
Yeah.
it's just the shot cottons.
Yeah. Yes.
And I want to talk about what that exactly means, okay?
Okay, very good.
Okay, let's go. Shot cottons, S-H-O, I don't know.
Like shot.
Shot.
Like shoot,
Yeah. Are very different solids than solids. Explain why.
Well, the warp is one color and the weft is another color, so that you get that iridescent. And ours are very subtly iridescent. I mean, sometimes you don't see it that much, but when they have a certain look when they're coming from one angle and another look coming from another angle. So like the center of these is done in 2 triangles,
Right.
but we were very careful to match the way.
Oh, because the
fabric
light
lays. Yeah,
could
so
have
that the
read it
light
differently.
wouldn't- Yeah, exactly.
You could purposely say, I don't care, or I care, and you
exactly.
cared on this one.
Yeah. So it would look like a solid square.
Okay, this is gonna be...
But I love these pools of color. You know, they're just
Yes.
so fresh.
How many colors are in that? Do you know?
I don't even know.
Oh, it's like a rainbow. I mean,
Yeah.
this is just... And then I want to sneak look next door because look,
Right.
this is... Here now you've got the
Yeah.
classic Amish going on.
Yeah, exactly. This is Liza doing her own thing, going and finding one of her favorite Amish quilts and doing just a beautiful, rich thing. When we first photographed this, we photographed it in France, where it was all a bit of the forest that had been burned.
Oh,
so we
wow.
got these burnt chalky trees.
Wow.
And we didn't use that shot, but it was great. I mean, you can imagine the deep, wonderful color of this against burnt surface, but we ended up with a very nice shot.
You just gave me an idea. We have a place right outside Yosemite.
Oh, yeah?
Ding!
Yeah, right. Oh, it's a beautiful surface.
You know?
Tragic, but beautiful. Yeah.
So here's the deal. You have many quilts here, but there was one specifically that caught my eye.
Yeah.
And I walked up and I go, of course,
Yeah.
it's Kaffe. Let's go take a look at it.
Let's.
I have to tell you, this is just amazing, especially across the room too, right?
Yeah.
How did this come about?
Well, I went to South Africa, which is probably one of the most creative places I've ever been. I mean, people take a piece of wire and a whiskey bottle and make something fabulous out of it.
Yes.
Absolutely wonderful. And I went to an art center and they had made a huge collage out of all ripped magazines and newspapers on a wall. And it was just like this. And I thought, that is so fresh and so dynamic that I took the idea of it. And I just drew out a design on paper, quite small. And I said, I want it to look like this. And then Liza went and had it blown up big, and it was all paper pieced.
Okay, so Liza, who's
Yeah.
in the wings here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This, I don't even get it, how you did it. I mean, really.
Don't try this at home.
Okay.
So I went and took the drawing and I straightened out some of the angles. Now these were just the overall shapes that Kaffe made, not the concentric.
So show me what you mean.
So for instance, when he made the drawing, this probably didn't cross exactly
Okay.
there. So these were, what he drew were shapes like that, not the concentric
Okay,
strips.
okay, got it.
Okay?
Yeah.
So once I had the shapes, I cut out the paper, and then I drew 1 inch, or I think it was 3/4 inch stripes from the outside in, so I would have templates to sew to in traditional paper piecing method.
So, Kaffe, I want to ask you. You give her the roots of it. Are
Yeah.
you surprised at what she comes with, or not?
Yes, I mean, what she did was send me a piece kind of like that corner, and it was too dense. I said, there's too much color. We have to keep putting in cream and white and light to bring in the freshness, because I wanted it to look like the collage.
And one of the things that we've developed over 20 years of working together is our own language. He'll say, ring the changes. I know what that means.
Yeah.
He'll say, that's looking dodgy. I get it.
I've been in England a long time.
Right.
But I've got to say, we did use someone else's fabric in this. It is a lot of shot cottons, but we are not particularly good with whites. This
Okay.
is something that's
In
true.
our range. Yeah.
So these are done by a company called Oak Shot.
Okay.
A wonderful man in India and England
Yeah.
who does beautiful shot cottons,
Yeah.
and he specializes in whites. And if you look really closely, he does these two-tone stripes as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's
nice.
not quite as solid as you think.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that. There's beautiful little stripes in that one.
Well, hey, this is just congratulations.
You're right.
Isn't
Thank
it kind
you
of
very
fun
much.
to see your work like this? I mean,
Beautiful,
seriously.
beautiful. I mean, that's the thing about what I love about exhibitions is I get to see them nicely hung and lit and not
Yes.
in my cupboard.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, as
Yeah.
Bob just said, the show's going to open now in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So thank you. Thank you so
very
much.
much, Doug.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great to see you again, and I hope you use those stripes I gave you 20 years ago.
Oh, I just like, I have that much left. I may come by and try and pimp some stuff off.
Yeah.